we should be good, should be live. What is up, everybody? Appreciate you guys tuning in for this big Wednesday slate. 13 gamer today, man. Haven't had a slate like this in quite some time, so obviously there's a lot to talk about. There's so many viable plays today. I'll try and do my best to kind of give you guys like my thoughts on the slate, what I like, value-wise, my favorite studs, kind of just my favorite plays in general. This stream will mostly be a Q&A stream, so if you have questions, you can start throwing those in chat. I'm going to try and answer everyone's questions over the next 25, 30 minutes. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate all you being here. Hit the like button if you have not yet. Hit the subscribe button as well if you are new. And I did want to go over some of the news that we got before we start answering questions. Did want to talk about some news during the day. So even for a 13-game slate, like there wasn't a ton of news today. But one of the big ones that we did just get a little bit before I started streaming, Robert Williams was ruled out for the Celtics. So Robert Williams now out for the Celtics. That actually does open up some stuff. I think Al Horford is going to be the biggest beneficiary there. Al Horford's only 5,300, and it's a really good matchup against Charlotte. So like I really like Al Horford now that Robert Williams is out. Robert Williams was out last game, and Horford played 25 minutes. He played a ton in the first half, but then they like barely played him in the second half. I don't really know why. But I think it's a great spot for Horford. I like the price tag. I like that Robert Williams is out now. I think Horford benefits. They did play Enes Freedom a good amount. I don't think I'd be going to Enes Freedom on this slate. But like if you want to maybe pivot off Horford or something, I guess you could play Enes Freedom. But definitely Horford with Williams out now, I like quite a bit. And that's really like all the big news for today. We still got some question marks, like Drew Holiday's still questionable, Malcolm Brogdon's questionable. But that's really all that we've got so far. So yeah, guys, throw those questions in chat, and I'm going to try and answer everyone's questions. Hope you guys had a good day today, and let's try and win some money on this big slate, baby. I have Conley, Melton, Ingles, Jimmy, DeMontis, Sabonis, Clarkson, Barnes, and a 5.5K or below player in my util spot. Well, I think I would probably take Horford there. Horford's 5,300, so yeah, I would take Horford. Can you break down your thoughts on Memphis? Yeah, so Memphis, they're another team that's kind of shorthanded today. They had some guys get put in COVID protocols yesterday, and then Tyus Jones got put in COVID protocols earlier today. So yeah, they're really shorthanded. I mean, DeAnthony Melton with Bane out was already a guy that I had a lot of interest in. DeAnthony Melton's projecting out as the best value play on the slate. We know DeAnthony Melton can produce when he gets opportunity. I'm expecting him to start. I'm expecting him to play 30 to 32 minutes, if not more. He's only 3,700. His minutes should be really secure without Bane, without Tyus Jones. Yeah, DeAnthony Melton, I like a ton from Memphis. I think John Morant in tournaments makes a lot of sense. I think if this game stays close, it's probably because John Morant is having a big game. I think John Morant has a lot of upside here. I would definitely feel better about him if Drew Holiday gets ruled out. Obviously, Drew Holiday, really, really good defender. He would probably be guarding Ja if Drew were to play. But if Drew doesn't play, I think that benefits Ja. And then I think like John Conchar probably plays a good amount without Brooks, without Bane, without Kyle Anderson. Like John Conchar probably comes off the bench and plays mid to high 20s minutes. He's only 3,600. He's another value play that is viable today. But Melton for sure, like my favorite play from Memphis, definitely. He's gonna be chalky, but I think it's good chalk personally. Favorite value? I mean, yeah, it's got to be Melton. Melton for me. Hey, happy hump day so far for GPP for FanDuel. I got Westbrook, LaMelo, D'Angelo Russell, CJ McCollum, Scotty Barnes, Butler, Aldridge, Kellen Johnson, Chua. I mean, CB, like there's some guys I would like CJ McCollum coming back from injury on a minutes limit. Like I would not play CJ McCollum. I don't know what his price is. Westbrook, I mean, Westbrook's just been so terrible. Like I don't know why you would want to play Westbrook at this point. So yeah, I mean, there's some guys I definitely would not be playing today if it was my lineup. Goga, Ingles, or Conchar. I'd probably say Joe Ingles. With Donovan Mitchell out, I do like Joe Ingles for value. I think it's close between him and Conchar, but I would take Ingles. Giannis, Jokic, or Harden? Give me Jokic. The dwarf or Gordo? I'm guessing the dwarf is Horford, so I would say Horford. Luka or Embiid? Probably Embiid for me if I had to pick one there. What's up, brother? Thanks for what you do. Terrence Davis, Robinson, or Davion Mitchell and Okongwu? So I'm guessing that's Terrence Davis and Duncan Robinson, or Davion Mitchell and Okongwu. Probably would go Davion Mitchell and Okongwu there, but that's a close one. DeRozan, Garland, or Butler on FanDuel? Give me Jimmy Butler. We did get news about Tyler Hero. I forgot to mention that. So Tyler Hero did get ruled out earlier today. So Miami's going to be without Tyler Hero, and they're going to be without Kyle Lowry. So yeah, we should expect a lot of usage for Jimmy Butler, a lot of usage for Bam Adebayo. Should get a lot of minutes for like Gabe Vincent, Max Strus. These guys are in play too, but definitely Bam and Jimmy I like quite a bit. With no Hero, with no Lowry, like you're just going to see massive workloads for Bam and Jimmy. Jimmy I think is a really good pay-up option now. Jimmy's going to have the ball in his hands so much. Any Harris love? I'm assuming that's Tobias Harris. I mean, he's kind of cheap on DraftKings, so I think it's fine. But like, I'm not. Man, I just haven't played. Like, I haven't played Tobias Harris like this whole season. I think the only days I've played Harris have been when like a player's out, like Embiid's out or something. But, I mean, the price has come down, so like I think Tobias Harris is okay. Trey, Tatum, or Irving? Give me Kyrie there. Jimmy, Ja, or Kyrie? That's close between Jimmy and Kyrie. I mean, all three of those guys I like. I would say Kyrie still, but Jimmy, yeah, definitely like Jimmy now. Does Butler look more appealing now with Hero out? Yes, he does, for sure. Just talked about that. Nasir Little in play. Portland's starting to get healthy again, so like I'm not too excited about Nasir Little. They got CJ McCollum back. I know Norman Powell's still out, but like Nasir Little, I think he's like almost 6K now. Yeah, like he's 5,700. Like I just don't think I'd be playing Nasir Little at almost 6K. Towns, Sabonis, or Tatum. Already have Butler on Yahoo. I would probably go Sabonis there, but that's close between Sabonis and Tatum, but I'll probably go Sabonis. Butler or Garland? Give me Butler. Hey, I hope you quit your thirst from this morning. This is a multi-question. Would you play Brunson or Giddey, Conchar or Ingles, or Hunter or Gallinari? Okay, so Brunson or Giddey, Conchar or Ingles, or Hunter or Gallinari. So between Brunson and Giddey, I would probably take Giddey. And then between Conchar, Ingles, Hunter, Gallo, I would probably go Ingles there. Hopefully I answered that right. Ball, Brown, or Morant? Give me Ja Morant. How appealing is Freedom now with Williams out? I mean, yeah, he's in play now in his Freedom, but I think Al Horford's the guy that we definitely want to be targeting from Boston. But I do expect Ennis Freedom to be like the backup center, probably play like 18, 20 minutes. So like we know Ennis Freedom's a really good permanent player. He's in play, but it's a 13-game slate. I don't know if you need to go to a guy playing 20 minutes. SGA or Gobert? I would say Gobert. Top stud and value, small GPP. I mean, my favorite pay-up options, Jokic, if you can fit him, I definitely like. But Sabonis, Jimmy Butler, Kyrie. There's guys like the 8K, 9K range I really like. I don't think this is a slate where you have to jam in Jokic or Giannis or Harden because there's so many good options in the 8K, 9K range. But then value, definitely like DeAnthony Melton. I mean, he's going to be chalky, but I think DeAnthony Melton's a really good value. What Miami guys are you interested in with Hero out? Definitely Jimmy and Bam. I think Vincent's in play for value. I think Max Strus is in play for value. But for sure, my favorite plays from Miami are Jimmy and Bam. Jimmy is my the priority play for me. What do you think about the new categories on Prize Picks? What do you think about the stock prop number for 2.5 on Covington? Yeah, so Prize Picks did add like steals and blocks now, so you can bet on steals and blocks for a player. Covington, he's been getting a ton of stocks lately. I mean, we can pull up his game log. I looked at it earlier. He's had 6 straight games with at least 3 steals and blocks. So he had 5 last game, 5, 4, 6, 6, 3. So that's 6 straight games now with at least 3 stocks for Robert Covington. I mean, that's what Covington does. He gets steals, he gets blocks. He's a guy that always can get defensive stats. I don't like betting on steals and blocks because I think it's a tough statistic to predict. You just never know when a guy's going to get steals or blocks. But like Covington's been consistently racking them up. So if you want to take that over, like I think it's okay. Embiid or Joker? Give me Jokic straight up. Max and Tucker since Butler is one the only healthy bodies. I mean, Max Strus and PJ Tucker, like PJ Tucker, I don't know if I'd play, but Max Strus I think is a viable cheap play. How we only got 15 likes? Smash that button, click the back button and give a thumbs up. The man, the goat. Appreciate you, Don. Yeah, guys, if you have not yet, hit the like button. 15 likes. If we only got 15 likes, man, that's kind of hurtful. You guys got to hit the like button. That's all that I ask. Just hit the like button. Yeah, I saw 8 was out, but that's for tomorrow. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. Do you like Malcolm Hill tonight? No, I would not be going to Malcolm Hill. I think Caruso's back for the Bulls, so like Malcolm Hill could get cut out of the rotation. I would not be surprised. I would not play Malcolm Hill. Horford or Barnes? I would take Horford. Thanks for the help on this slate. Really confident about my lineups. Hey, love to hear that, man. Love to hear that. Horford or Davis? I would take Horford. Thoughts on Bagley? Yeah, Bagley's minutes have been good lately. the price is like, I think the price, he's priced at like 5,500, so I think he's probably priced where he should be. He's a little bit cheaper on Yahoo, so if you play on Yahoo, like I think Bagley looks a little bit better there. If they keep giving minutes to Bagley, like we know he can produce when he gets minutes, it's just, man, like Bagley will play 32 minutes, and then the next day he'll play 20 minutes. Then he'll play 28, then he'll play 18. Like the minutes are just all over the place for Bagley. But if you told me before the slate started that Bagley would play 30 minutes, I would have interest because we know Bagley can produce when he does get minutes. You like Fox or Sabonis? I think both are in play. Fox should definitely benefit without Halliburton. Sabonis really benefits with Miles Turner out. His rebounding numbers are great whenever Miles Turner is out. I think both those guys are in play. I would take Sabonis straight up, though. Sabonis or Gobert? Give me Sabonis. Who do you think gets more minutes, Mitchell or Melton? I mean, I think they both probably play around like high 20s. Melton, I think minutes upside is probably a little bit higher just because Memphis is a little bit more shorthanded. So if you're asking who projects for more minutes, I think right now Melton projects for 29.5 minutes and Davion Mitchell projects for 25.5. So Melton projects for 4 more minutes there. Horford or Boucher? I think if Gary Trent plays, I would probably be off Chris Boucher. Like Chris Boucher's been playing a ton lately, and the Raptors have been running a really tight rotation. If they keep doing that, I mean, Boucher has upside, but like I don't know if Boucher keeps playing like 38 minutes like he has been. I think high 20s is more likely. I would probably take Horford over Boucher, especially if Gary Trent plays. Now, if Gary Trent gets ruled out, then it would be close. Ingram, Brown, or Fox? Irving, Brown, or Fox? Give me Kyrie. Also, Morant, Porzingis, Tatum, Clarkson, John Conchar, Tobias Harris, Melton. I mean, Porzingis, like, I'm not that high on Porzingis. I want to say that they've been, like, limiting Porzingis. Let me look. So, yeah, he played 28 minutes in a close game last game, and he played 28 minutes. So, he's only played 28 minutes in his 2 games since coming back from injury or protocols where, he's been out for a while. Like, I don't feel great about Porzingis personally. But I think the rest of that lineup looks good. Kyrie or Garland? Give me Kyrie. Morant, Melton, Ingles, Tatum, Sabonis, Clarkson, Conchar, and Herter. I think that's solid, Bill. I think that's solid. Butler and Hunter or Kuzma and Bagley? Give me Butler and Hunter. Dwight Howard or Joe Ingles? I would take Joe Ingles. You think Achua still starts? I think Achua only starts if Gary Trent is out. If Gary Trent plays, I'm guessing that Gary Trent is back in the starting lineup, which would cut Achua out of it. So Achua's value is all going to depend on if Trent plays or not. Terrence Davis or DeAndre Hunter on Yahoo? Give me Terrence Davis. Trey Tatum, Irving, or Murray? Give me Kyrie. Any interest in Duncan Robinson? I mean, I think without Hero, like Duncan Robinson should play a good amount. I hate playing Duncan Robinson just because he's so scoring dependent, and if he's not hitting his shots, he just doesn't do anything else. Like, I think the minutes will be there without Hero, without Lowry, so he's playable for sure. KCP or DFS on FanDuel? Probably DFS, but man, I don't really like either one of those guys. Morant or Trey? Give me John Morant. Dwight Howard for value on DK? Yeah, Dwight Howard's been starting lately. He started the last 2 games. I'm guessing going up against Sabonis, they probably are going to start Dwight Howard again. He's really cheap, so like if you want to play Dwight Howard for value, I think it's fine. He's 3,500. Last 2 games he started, he's played 21 and 22 minutes. I think he starts again, plays like 24, 25 minutes. So like at 3,500, he's a playable value for sure. I feel like I'd be more likely to play Dwight Howard on the later slates, like the night slate, than I would the full 13-game main slate. But yeah, Dwight Howard's still fine if he starts again. Does Josh Richardson get more run with Robert Williams out? I don't think it really benefits Josh Richardson. If anything, it benefits Horford, Ennis Freedom, and Grant Williams. Grant Williams will probably start. I think Grant Williams did do decent last game, if I remember correctly. I did watch a good amount of that game. Yeah, he played 25 minutes. Like, I don't know if it really impacts Richardson's playing time that much. I think Richardson, his minutes have been bumped up a little bit with Marcus Smart out, and Marcus Smart is out again. Top 2 prize picks. Let's see. I'll take a look. 2 picks I really like for prize picks today that I'll give out for free. Over 4.5 assists for Kyrie Irving. This is a play that I got in one of my entries earlier today. If you're a Patreon member, you should have got that entry. I posted it earlier this afternoon. So over 4.5 assists for Kyrie. He had 9 assists last game with KD out. They've been staggering Kyrie and Harden. So like Kyrie will get some minutes with Harden off the floor, where he's like the primary point guard. I think Kyrie had like 13 potential assists last game. So really like over 4.5 assists for Kyrie. Bam's fantasy points I still like a lot. It's bumped up a little bit. Earlier today, Bam was at 34.5 fantasy points. Now it's at 36.5. But I think without Hero, without Lowry, I mean, it's just going to be the Bam and Jimmy show. Like, Bam and Jimmy are going to be the guys doing soaking up most of the usage and doing the heavy lifting on offense. So over 36.5 fantasy points for Bam, I still like a lot on Prize Picks. If you want to do a little 2-pick there, hopefully that hits. I have a 4-pick going with those 2 in there, so I'm hoping that both those hit. Those are definitely 2 of my favorites, though, for sure today on Prize Picks. Prize Picks did add they added points, rebounds, assists, and they added blocks and steals. So Prize Picks really up in their game. They got more props available now. And there's definitely some of these points, rebounds, assists props I'm going to be for sure taking a look at later. See if I can find anything I like. Okay, Kelly Oubre is available to play. Okay, I kind of expected Oubre to play. I don't know if that changes too much. We know Charlotte runs a tight rotation, so Oubre coming back, it's not going to change too much. But I know like Cody Martin did play like 40-something minutes last game with Oubre out, or with Oubre and LaMelo out. Grayson Allen in play? Probably not, man. Like, I don't think I'd be playing Grayson Allen on a 13-game slate. Especially, like, if Drew plays, I would for sure be off of Grayson Allen. Cheap center plays on Yahoo, Okongwu. Yeah, I think if you're paying down at center on Yahoo, you're probably looking to Okongwu. There's not much value at the center position. I think you're kind of looking to, like, the upper mid-range. Guys like Siakam, Bam, Pirtle I like in the mid-range. If you can pay up for Jokic, you could do that. But, yeah, value at center on Yahoo is not the best. If you're going cheap, you're playing probably Okongwu. You like Drew tonight if he plays? I don't think I'd be on Drew if he plays, just because he's been out for a while. There could be some sort of minutes limit. He hasn't played in it's been almost 2 weeks now that Drew's been out, so I would not be interested in Drew even if he plays. Any $10 forward punt plays on Yahoo? Let's see. I mean, not that I know of. I know Joe Ingles is a guard on Yahoo, which sucks, because I would say Joe Ingles, but he's a guard. Let's see. Man, like, I really don't know. I mean, Duncan Robinson, $10, like, that's probably your best pay down option with Hero out now. Like, I think Duncan Robinson you can go to. He's probably your best play, yeah. If I was going to play a $10 forward, it would definitely be Duncan Robinson if I had to pick somebody down there. Will Brogdon play tonight? Your opinion? I don't think Brogdon plays. Brogdon's been questionable for a while now. It seems like Brogdon's just like, I don't know. He's so injury prone right now. I don't know why. The Pacers don't really need to rush back Brogdon because, I mean, they have nothing to play for. Their record's like really bad. They're not making the playoffs. I'm just guessing Brogdon's going to be out. Who's your favorite cheap center? It's probably Okongwu. If you're going cheap at center, he's probably your best bet. Think Mo Bamba's in play? They should want him out there as much as Embiid is out there. Yeah, they are starting Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba is back in the starting lineup, which I think is good for his minutes. He's actually been really good in this matchup. He's done really well against the Sixers this year. Average of 43 DK points through 2 games against Philly. I don't know why that is. You would think going up against Embiid, like, it'd be a pretty tough spot for Mo Bamba, but let's see if I can find the 2 games against Philly. So they played on November 29th, 35 minutes, 47 DraftKings points for Mo Bamba, and then they played again on pretty recently, I think, on January 5th, 28 minutes and 38 DraftKings points. Like, Mo Bamba's been really good against the Sixers this year. He is starting. Like, I think he's in play. He's going to be really low owned, I'd assume. Okongwu or Horford? Give me Horford. D'Lo or Simons? Give me D'Lo. You like Tatum or Jaylen Brown? I think both have upside. The matchup against Charlotte's so good that, like, definitely could be one of those guys could pop off here. I'm pretty sure last time they played Charlotte, Tatum and Brown had really big games. So, yeah, I think if you want to play one of the two, it's fine. I wouldn't play both in the same lineup, but I could definitely see one of Tatum or Brown popping off for sure. Thoughts on Suggs starting decent or look elsewhere? I don't think I'd be going to Jalen Suggs. I'm guessing he's kind of cheap. He's 4'7". Yeah, I don't think I'd play Jalen Suggs personally, even at 4'7". Precious or Okongwu? Give me Okongwu. Mobley or Kuzma? Man, I feel like this Kuzma run's going to end at some point. But, like, Kuzma just keeps going out there and crushing every night. I guess I'd take Kuzma if I had to pick somebody. But pick between one of those two. Ja, Bagley, or SGA Horford? Give me SGA and Horford. But, man, that's a close one. That's a coin flip. 4K util. It's probably Joe Ingles. He's 3,700. You're probably playing him there. Dosumu, a good play. Alex Caruso's back today. Like, Alex Caruso's playing, and he's going to come off the bench. He's going to play limited minutes, but I think Caruso coming back hurts Io enough to where at almost 6K, I don't have that much interest in Io. Io's kind of cheap on Yahoo, so if you play on Yahoo, like, I think he's still fine. But, yeah, now that Caruso's back, I don't have much interest in Io. Duncan Robinson yeah, for sure. How do you like LeVert today? I think if Brogdon's out, LeVert looks great. It's a really good matchup against the Lakers. When Brogdon's out, LeVert's the point guard. He's the primary ball handler. He's a good scorer. LeVert can kind of contribute in all categories. He gets points, he gets rebounds, he gets assists. I like LeVert quite a bit today. Him and Sabonis, I think, look really good. Any interest in Harden? I mean, yeah, Harden's definitely in play. He's really expensive, though. So, like, I think if I was going to pay up that much, I probably would just try and get up to Jokic, but without KD, I mean, the upside is definitely there for Harden. I think both Harden and Kyrie have a lot of upside. Kyrie's a lot cheaper, though, so, like, I'd probably rather play Kyrie. Hunter or Strus? I would go DeAndre Hunter, but that's a close one. How do you feel about Jeff Green? Yeah, not much interest in Jeff Green for me. I think the only guy I like from the Nuggets is Jokic, and that's it. Fox, Milton, Ingles, Horford, Siakam, Clarkson, Butler, Herter. I think that's solid, Javier. I think that's solid. Ingram or SGA or Garland, give me Irving. SGA or Garland, give me Irving. Hield or White? Give me Derek White. That's close. Ja or Kyrie, give me Kyrie. Conley, Clarkson, if playing Ingles. I think if you play Ingles, you can still play Conley or Clarkson. I don't know if I'd play Conley, Clarkson, and Ingles all in the same lineup, but I think two of those three is totally fine. Ingles is so cheap that, like, he doesn't need to, you know, if Ingles has a good game, I don't think it really takes much away from Conley or Clarkson. But I think it's going to be hard for Conley and Clarkson to both put up, like, massive games. I think it's probably just going to be one of the two. Ingles or Conchar? I would take Ingles. Any value forwards? I mean, Horford is kind of a value now. He's 5,300. Like him a lot with Williams out. DeAndre Hunter, I like as a value forward. Conchar, you can go to. Ingles has forward eligibility on DraftKings, so those are guys I like for value. Yeah, we kind of talked about Okongwu. They already announced that he's going to start again. Last game he started, he played big minutes. Now, we've seen kind of, you know, in some of these games, even when he does start, like, his minutes have kind of been, like, all over the place. But he got 36 minutes last game. He played really well. He played good defense on Giannis. I think they're going to want him out there guarding Cat. So, I think Okongwu at 4,600, like, he plays big minutes here as long as he stays out of foul trouble, I think. So, he's definitely a viable cheap play. 129 in here. Press the like button. Yeah, guys, hit the like button if you have not yet. I'm about to end stream here shortly. But I appreciate all you guys tuning in, man. I appreciate all the questions. Hopefully I was able to answer everyone's questions. I think we did get through just about every single one. I appreciate you guys being here, man. We'll be live for just a few more minutes. Answer these last few questions. Noah, should I play Gordon? You gotta specify which Gordon that is. I mean, there's Eric Gordon, there's Aaron Gordon, Gordon Hayward. All three of these guys I don't have that much interest in. So yeah, like Aaron Gordon, Eric Gordon, I'm not that high on. Thoughts on Terrence Davis? Yeah, Terrence Davis started last game in place of Halliburton. He played a ton of minutes. Now, we've seen, like, when Terrence Davis does start, he's not guaranteed to play a lot of minutes, but he's a really good producer when he does get minutes. So I think, you know, just with him being priced where he is at 5,300, like, he's still in play if we expect him to start and play close to 30 minutes. So I definitely still think Terrence Davis is viable. I just don't think, you know, the 37 minutes he played last game, I don't think that's like a guarantee to happen again. Kyrie, D'Lo, Ingles, Giannis, Okongwu, Richardson, Horford, Melton. I mean, I think that's fine, Gavin. I think that's fine. Brown, Tatum, or Butler and Bam. God, that's a coin flip, Jay. I mean, I like both sides of that. Yeah, I still don't know if I'd be playing both those guys together, like in the same lineup, just because I think they kind of negatively correlate. I guess I'd go Brown, Tatum if I had to pick a pairing there. Clarkson or Terrence Davis? Give me Clarkson. Good luck, Noah in chat. Hey, good luck, DD. Good luck, my man. Tatum and Herter or LeVert and Jackson Jr.? God, that's close as well. Give me LeVert and Triple J, but that's a really close one. Davion Mitchell or Gabe Vincent? I would probably say Davion Mitchell, but that's another kind of close one for me. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I wish you guys the best of luck tonight. It is a huge slate. Hopefully, one of us can win some big money tonight. You know, if I don't take down a tournament or win anything big tonight, I hope it's one of you guys that do. So, best of luck, fellas. We will be back tomorrow. We have a short slate tomorrow, but we'll be back an hour before lock to talk through tomorrow's short slate. Best of luck. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.